Hi friends, for this week's video I thought I'd show you how I'm going to recreate the crochet dress that we all seen recently in the crochet community on the Miss Taylor Swift herself. It is perfect, it is beautiful on her, so let's see if I can recreate it. I went to the store because I don't have sufficient color on every yarn I have. I have like 20 colors, but not a lot on each of them. So I went to the store and I got cotton yarn, this brand right here, Peaches and Cream. So I got 4 colors. So here they are. I got 4 colors just like her dress. I got a brown, a blue, a aqua sort of color, and a dark green. So I'm gonna use those colors that are not the same on her dress, but I am going to recreate the pattern on which the colors are set on the dress. So that I'm going to copy. And the dress, let me see here. So the dress is from a store called BRG Girl. It is priced at $159. I don't know if it's ethically made. I don't know much about it. I do know that you never want to see any crochet piece for like 20 bucks or something, because that is definitely not ethically made or made by a machine, and then it is technically not crochet. So I'm gonna try and recreate it. Like I said, I'm gonna start with the main part of the dress, which is the front or back, whichever, and then I'm gonna do the sleeves. So for this dress, I'm gonna start with this mint color. I am gonna put a small tutorial for those that don't know how to make this pattern or are beginners. It's gonna be a multiple of 4s, and for myself, I'm gonna do 132 chains. I'm usually a size medium or 6 or 8 on a dress, depending on the fabric and so on. So if you're like me, you can just go ahead and copy what I'm doing. If not, I'm gonna show you how to customize it, depending on your height and depending on how wide you are. So before I show you the tutorial, I'm going to show you how you're going to determine the multiples of 4 you need, or how long you need to make the chains. Guys, this dress, it is this way. It is not horizontally like most of the dresses or tops that I've done. So it is this way. So it is very important that you get it long enough that it covers you. So for me, I'm gonna do it I'm gonna do it starting from my shoulder, like ending right beneath my knee. And it is very important that you look yourself in the mirror, which I already did, and make sure that it covers your back. Very important, especially for those that like me that are curvy. So very important, multiples of 4, and that it covers you. So again, I'm going to do 132 chains. I have completed my first row, and now I'm going to show you how you're going to determine or know when to stop and start on the neck. Okay, so this would be this side right here. So I'm going to keep doing this or doing rows until this pattern or panel can end right around here, right around there, and ends here on my neck. So this panel with 132 chains in my case, it's gonna start here. Well, whichever. It has to start on my neck and end right around there. Okay? So once you have that measurement, then you can start on the neck, and then I can show you how you're gonna do that. Just wanted to pop in and say, please ignore the color. This is so me. I grabbed the wrong one instead of this one. So yeah, then I fixed it and started with the right one, but it's all the same instructions. So let's move on. Okay, so for this brief tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make the pattern. Like I said, it's going to be multiple of 4. What that means is 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on. So for this small sample, I'm going to show you 16 chains. And like I said, for my dress, it's going to be 132. So first off, I'm going to do a slip knot and insert my hook, which is a 4.5 millimeter hook, and just start making my chains. Once you have the chains that you want, you're gonna yarn over and insert your hook on the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Insert your hook, grab your yarn, go through, yarn over, go through 2 loops, and again go through 2 loops. And you just did a double crochet. And those 3 chains also count as a double crochet. So now do another one in that same chain. And chain 1. And now you're gonna skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th do 3 double crochets. And chain 1. So keep repeating this last step until you get to the other side. Once you get to the other side, it's gonna look something like this, and I am at my last double crochet, but I did not finish it. I have 2 loops on the hook because I'm changing colors. And this is the part where I would cut, but since this is a small sample, I'm gonna reuse the yarn. I'm not gonna cut it, but you should cut it if you are making the dress. So usually I like to make a simple knot just to secure it. Now chain 4. This counts as a double crochet and 1 chain. And for each chain 1 space, you're gonna make groups of 3 double crochets. So just go ahead and start making your double crochets. I have almost completed this round. I did my last chain. Remember to do one in between of those groups. So yarn over, and on that last chain, which counts as a double crochet, you're gonna make your last double crochet. But if you're changing colors, do not finish it. Now chain 3. That obviously counts as a double crochet. And a trick you want to learn if you want to skip a final step at the end of your project, I usually hide my tails like this. Once I do my double crochet, or I'm doing it, I just insert my hook underneath the tails, grab my yarn, and do my stitch. So on this round, do 2 double crochets at the beginning, because remember the 3 chains count as 1 double crochet. So just keep doing your double crochets until you get to the other side. I reached the other side, and that's it for this pattern. You're gonna keep repeating the 2nd and 3rd round over and over until you have your desired length. Okay, so we are back here, and I wanted to show you how we're going to create the neckline, or how I'm going to create it. You're gonna take the longest part that you started with and just put it against yourself like this. Remember that it ends right around here, and just look yourself in the mirror and determine where you want your neckline to start. For myself, is right around there. It's on the 5th space where I stopped, and I just did my pattern normally. For example, this row I ended with 3 double crochets, and the neckline I just ended with 1, because that's the pattern. And I just continue doing the pattern normally, and I'm gonna do this until I reach the other side of my neck, maybe 1 or 2 inches off of it. Otherwise it's gonna be too tight and it's not gonna fit through your head, and we don't want that. So I'm just gonna continue doing this until I have the measurement I want. Okay, so I'm back here again, and this is what I got. Like I said, I was planning to stop when my neck started, and this is where I'm at. It's not exactly the size of my neck, because remember, it's not gonna fit through your head if it's exactly the same size. So this is the amount of rows I did, and now what I'm planning to do is do the same amount of chains I have on this side, but on this side. And I'm gonna finish it just like I started this round, just so it looks the same, and then I'll go back down that chain and just continue doing my rows just like this side, because this has to look the same. So yeah, this is what I have so far. So here's some facts about me that nobody asked for, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. This is usually me whenever I have some free time outside my fabulous 9 to 5 corporate job, so I'm very tired all the time. I think any craft girlies out there can understand this. We prefer to lose sleep or do not socialize in order to enjoy our crafts. Oh, and I also love to read, so less sleep because of that. And if I want to do both of those hobbies, here I am listening to an audiobook. And talking about my corporate job, brings me to another fact, which is this platform. I'm hoping to turn it into a business and finally live off what I love, which is being creative and being the boss of my own time. So if you're still watching, believe me, you're helping me achieve that. And along those lines, any comments on videos or things I can improve on are always welcome. I'm still learning. I want to be the best I can be on this platform and offer quality content. Another fact, my first language is Spanish, so if I stumble on my words, that is why. If you're bilingual, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, thank you for watching, and let's see how this turns out. Okay, so I have put it together, and before I show it to you on my body, I wanted to show you all the changes that I made and things like that, because remember, I am doing this without a pattern, just by looking at a picture, so yeah, it is a guessing game on how it was done, but it's gonna look great, so don't worry about that part. Here I have it. Before I explain this, I did take out all the tails I had on the rows and hid them on this border I made. This is just single crochets, 2 rows to be exact, and I also did it on the collar, on the neckline. I know that the original dress only has one, but I like it better like this. So I also did that as well. I don't know if you can see it. All the tails are hidden there. And now it's better because you don't see those tails poking around on the rows. So yeah, other important things, make sure that both of the panels are the same rows looking at each other. Yeah, very important. And the sleeve, I made the mistake of putting it horizontally, and then I obviously noticed it was short, so I took it out and redid it, and now it is on the correct way. And on the sleeve, I did not make the border. I think it looks good like that. If you want to make it, that's up to you. And like I have done before, the hole for the head, it is too big and it would slide off my body. So what I did was I attached 60 chains and went back with single crochets on both of these sides. This would be the shoulder right here. And so now I can do this simple bow in the back and the dress doesn't slip away. So it turned out pretty good. I think it looks good or better than the original. So yeah, now I'm gonna show it to you on my body. Okay, so this is the big reveal. I think it turned out pretty great. And now I'm glad I did that mistake of doing the neckline today, because now I have this cute detail in the back, and I think I love it more than the original one. So yeah, other than that, the pattern of the colors is exactly the same, but I did it without a pattern, so I'm pretty proud of myself. It is almost the same. So yeah, the only difference is maybe the neckline that has two rows of single crochets, and the bottom. Other than that, I think it's pretty similar. So let me know in the comments below if you do make it and if you like this style of video. So yeah, if you think you'll keep enjoying my content, make sure to turn on those notifications and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.